Alright guys, welcome back. This is another game from the elimination rounds at the Rochester Regionals that happened on May 30th here in Rochester, New York. And my name is Tim.
And I'm Nam.
And on the left, we've got Ben, otherwise known as B. Blum on them internets, playing a lovely alt-art version of Replicating Perfection.
And on the right, we've got Sean, playing Kate.
Yes, so that classic Kate versus RP matchup, which is what I expected to have to play against pretty much every round in this regional coming in.
And as it turns out, a lot of people are still playing Kate, but nobody calls her Mac, even though that's actually her nickname. And everybody else is called by their nickname, except for Kate.
She's not Mac. We all know it now.
Yeah, we all know it. She's Kate.
She's Kate.
She's elegant like that, right?
Yes.
I mean, she's also a thrifty shopper. I mean, every time she gets some piece of something, it's cheaper.
She's taking
so frugal.
And then discounts. Okay, so it looks like you got 2 ice and an asset, probably a mental health clinic or something like that.
Or an agenda.
No one would see it coming.
Or maybe that would be a foolish thing to do, and that's not what he did.
Yes.
But maybe that's what Nam would do.
A possibility. All right. So Sean getting Proco rolling right off the hop. So that's generally, if you're going to play professional contacts, you want to get it out. Yeah, turn 1 or 2 sometime early.
First turn is really good. A good time to get it.
Yeah. Yes. Some would say the best time. And Dirty Laundry's onto the archives.
Probably good play there.
And I think this is the prepaid Kate that Sean is playing, so it always breaks my heart a little bit to have to play a econ event without having the prepaid in play, but it happens to the best of us.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Prepaid Kate. Prepaid really, most decks with lots of events is just good.
Yes. Yeah, it makes it so you have this very bursty econ, so you can kind of feint that you're low on money and burst up and still get where you need to go. And both players just kind of building here, getting credits up, drawn through their decks.
Yep, and Sean now has a 6-card hand size because of that medical facility.
Mm-hmm. Further gaining cash. And it's always a little terrifying to face check against Jinteki, so you really have to kind of build up your rig before you start splashing in. Or at least get something that can break sentries at the very least.
Yeah, anything that you want to keep, just get out first.
Yes.
But also, as we can see, there's actually a diesel in hand. Mm-hmm. So if right before you're about to run on anything, just play the diesel.
Mm-hmm.
Play it first. That way you always have it.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't go to waste by getting discarded.
Right. Yeah, so most of the Replicating Perfection decks have kind of shifted away from Komainu. And some of them are using Cortex Lock and a Tsurugi or 2. So you're mostly worried about Cortex Lock at this point in the game, I think. And because losing your entire, or close to your entire hand is usually a bad gig. So just continuing to build on both sides.
Yeah, so this might become a thing, this building.
Yes.
So even though it didn't actually reduce the cost of anything, it's the first program or hardware that you install will trigger Kate's ability. So.
Yep. Okay, and we see a pup.
Hey, you can just pay $1 for that.
Yeah, right on through.
Pup is really good because it's taxing and it's for super cheap.
Yes, exactly. It's as taxing as a real piece of ice. It doesn't force an icebreaker out, but at a certain point you don't care.
Well, considering that it only costs 1 for the corp, it's really good for the corp.
And he sees
Celebrity gift. I wonder which celebrity is always giving this these people money.
It's the Netrunner version of Oprah, just like handing out money all the time.
And here you get a car! To your face!
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that's meat damage.
Yes.
That's Wayland.
Yes, and it damages to your computer. And it is a Tsurugi on R&D. So the question is, from Ben's side, do you... Well, first of all, Sean can go hunt up a Mimic potentially. And if he does not, do you pay the money to make him take the 3 net damage in this case?
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's technically up to Sean first to determine if he wants to see if it breaks it, right? Because by the time it gets to the point of resolving, he can't crack it anymore. So
likely Spends the 2. And what is he going for? Like a Deus Ex or something, maybe? Yes, it is a Deus Ex.
There it is.
Kaboom! And yeah, that's why I'm a big fan of Deus Ex in the prepaid Kate. It's an emergency valve when you need it.
Yeah, it works out. You don't have to be too afraid. You can run face first into a...
Right.
Yeah.
And sees nothing, unfortunately. Okay, so...
Both players relatively low on money.
Yeah, relatively low.
Three credits.
Yes, although we know that there's a celebrity gift in Ben's hand, so...
And that 3 is precisely how much you need to trigger it, so...
What a coincidence.
Or is it?
Yeah. Yes. And yeah, here comes this...
Yes.
Oh, and... Okay.
Oh!
Wow,
showing off his whole thing.
That is a juicy hand, though.
Yeah.
2 agendas, 2 trashable assets. Wow, okay. Sean is low on money, though, but if there was ever a time to
take net damage?
To lucky find and legwork, this is the time.
I don't know.
So what's he thinking about here with the clone chip?
Well, if he had pipeline, he would get through the pups with 4. Oh, wait a second. Same amount of money.
Yes.
Dun 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 dun.
Stop trying to think of ways to make pipeline work.
Has such a cool name.
It does.
It's not as good. The card is not as good as its name. To be fair, I don't think Sean is running pipeline.
No, I think that's a safe bet.
Yes, a very, very safe bet. He could go diesel and then just run face first and
blast through.
Yeah. The problem is he would only get to access 1 card. So unless he had legwork.
So he does lucky find.
There's no assurance that he would even hit anything. So.
And then he does do the HQ run.
I think we'll do it.
It's awful tempting to go run in there. There's a lot of goods.
See, I think it's a trap. It's a trap. Number 1. Number 2. I really have trouble finding room for lucky find because of the influence.
Yeah. Well, in the when you're using the voice pads, it ends up being a really crucial card.
Right.
Because you get these just gigantic late game econ bursts once you've got a few up.
Right.
But yeah, it really does restrict. It makes your splashes much more limited. And so yeah, I've seen some people trying to switch that out for day job or something like that to free up a little influence. But having that, the flexibility of the lucky find to get money and also run is pretty nice.
Lucky find is really good. It's really good.
Yes. Okay, so replicating has hit that point they love to get to where they get Jackson on the board, dump all of their agendas, and just wait.
And then you're going to build up money, so...
Yes.
And then you're just going to score things later when all 3 essentials are just closed.
Yes.
Although you still need 1 remote because the replicating perfection ability is the runner just has to run on one of those 3 before they can run anything else.
Yep.
They don't have to succeed.
Yes, so they can just smack into something, take whatever ill effects occur. But usually, by the time it gets to the point where they're building a remote, it's some just impenetrable brick of ice with a Caprice Nice in the bottom, and it's just horrific.
Yeah. And also, putting a chum in replicating perfection might not be the most optimal idea.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, but it's not the best idea because they can just run the chum, jack out after the chum, and then run or whatever.
Right. You generally want things that force them to either spend money or clicks or something. But actually, even a lot of replicating perfection doesn't even worry about that. They just make it so that everything is so expensive to do that even if you can go over to their remote, you won't be able to get in more than once.
Yeah, it's just so long as the outermost ice is taxing.
Right,
that's all you really do. So if you had trip toll booths on the outside, it's like, well, for every single time I'm going to run, I have to pay at least 3.
Okay, so Jacksoning away the agendas, so we can assume that HQ is clean at this point. Or else he could just be bluffing that HQ is clean. Mind games.
This is what the Corp has to be good at.
Yes.
Whether they are or not.
Yes. Pro going up, probably desperately looking for those voice pads at this point. Or self-modifying codes, breakers of any kind, etc.
I mean, just getting stuff out. I just figured he played that because it was free.
Yeah, right.
So
Exactly.
Because I don't know about you, I'm a huge fan of not wasting cards.
Yes.
So
If I have to throw a card out. Oh, with Clone Chip, I guess it's not so bad.
yeah, that's true. Especially parasites.
Yes. Haha! Now they're instant parasites. Okay, so we've slid the clinic out of the way, so something is incoming.
People like to put their most valuable servers really close to them.
Gotta keep them close to your heart now.
This is a very strange habit. Perhaps I will do that, but actually make it a throwaway protected server.
Oh, wow.
And then people will believe that, oh, there's something there.
Yeah.
But it's not really.
Yeah. Because you're not allowed to obscure face-down stuff, but I don't think there's anything explicitly in the rules about moving your remotes around as long as you don't obscure what they are.
Yeah, and also you can't do it to like confuse your opponent.
Right, exactly. But once it's res...
Yeah, I mean, whatever,
yeah.
I guess.
I don't know. Alright, so getting the Parasite over on the Tsurugi, get that burning down.
To be honest, there's nothing in the rules that even say that, you know, your HQ and your R&D and your archives, they are shown together all on one side. But who's saying that they can't have like remotes in between them? Because remotes are really just kind of, you know, abstract nodes that contain things, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, maybe I should do this.
Oh, I would hate you so much.
It'd be hilarious.
Even when you run into somebody that like flips their R&D and HQ around, it just completely throws me off. I'm like, wait now, what?
Oh man. Okay. I think just for normal convention, I'll have to leave archives on the far side.
Yeah.
But I could have a server in between archives and R&D, server between R&D and HQ.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Actually, that might be a really fun experiment. I'll let you know how it goes.
All right.
Or actually, maybe I can record one of those
Get
for this game.
Yes, get a report from the field.
All right, there's the Parasite. As we said, instant Parasite.
Yes, yeah, and he's got the Clone Chip up and ready, so once the Tsurugi burns down, he can keep Clone Chipping it back. And dumping an Ottman, so again, with the Clone Chip, he's got that on demand if he needs it for something. Usually that's Ottman against Replicating Perfection, you usually end up using on Excalibur, or if you're really desperate, the Susanoo. Those are hard times, but sometimes it's got to happen.
Yeah. I think he's also really glad to have the same old thing out, so he's got the options of, if he really is in dire need of economy stuff, he could use it for that, or just any tricks that he ends up playing later.
Right, exactly. And I think we saw legwork in his hand, so he can get double duty out of that guy.
Yeah, we definitely don't want any wasted momentum, possibly. Oh, trashes the thing with the Parasite on it.
Makes a little bit of sense. And the Sundew goes when Sean's turn starts. So Ben is building up here. So he's getting to that large pile of credits. I'm guessing that's either an Ash or a Caprice Nisei down in the remote. And just building.
Oh man, what if Caprice married a Bioroid and it happened to be Ash?
Oh my.
So it'd be like Caprice, whatever the number.
XC5X.
Yeah.
And they would have a child, and it would be the most annoying Netrunner card ever created.
It would definitely be an upgrade.
Yes.
All right, bonus points, guys. If you want to make that card,
yes,
send us screenshots.
And then burn them, please.
I'll choose the best one. Tim doesn't want to play, but I'll choose the best one. You don't win anything except for bragging rights.
Yes.
Hey, these guys happen to like my upgrade the best.
Yeah. And we're pretty much the coolest guys on the internet, so that's serious bragging rights.
You know, coolest is very subjective.
Yes.
Although we could actually make it literal if we just put ourselves on ice.
Yes.
I mean, without killing ourselves.
Yes.
I didn't mean to put us on ice that way, guys.
Okay, so we see the first agenda window opening here. Sean's sitting only on 3 credits. We got a double ice remote with some type of upgrade in it, so this looks pretty safe to me.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I don't think he would have enough to...
Yeah, because he'd have to Lucky Find or something.
Which would be 2 clicks.
2 clicks. He'd have his central run and then 1 shot at the remote.
And he'd have to probably use some of that money to get
to install the breakers,
Atman back or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. So.
This is one that I think you have to just give up and hope that it's not the Nisei Mark II.
Although chances are it looks like it's going to be a Nisei Mark II.
Yeah.
It's either that or like the first medical breakthrough.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and he trashed a Sundew for it, so it's got to be something important.
It's got to be good. So. Oh, he's posturing for the Lucky Find. I'd see it right on top.
Yeah, Lucky Find for 7.
Yep.
Which, yeah, I think we'll leave him out of time to get over to the remote, but he can put some pressure elsewhere.
How many dollars does the Corp have?
The Corp has 16.
Okay, too much. There's no way that they can't.
That's enough to res something large. And he reses an Eli and a Caprice.
Okay.
No fun at all. So he could clone chip the SMC to get his barrier breaker and then win a side game.
Or just let it go.
Or let it go, yes. Pretty daunting.
To be fair, though, he's going to want to get in there eventually, so if he doesn't do it earlier, it's only going to be harder later.
Yes. And odds are there is more than one Eli in this deck, so...
Yeah, and considering he didn't res that first ice, this might be his easiest chance to get in.
Yes. Yeah, you only have to win one side game instead of a ton.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think this is probably the best shot.
So it looks like that's what he's going for. So clone chip for SMC. SMC for... Wheels within wheels. For Corroder.
Good choice.
And then it costs him 4 to get through
4 to get in.
And then he has exactly 2 credits left to play a side game.
So he can play a real side game, but if that's anything that requires credits.
If that's NAPD, this is a sad, sad day.
Or if it's Fetal, although I don't think he would have installed Disadvance once for Fetal. So he's probably okay to steal this unless it's NAPD.
Right. And so here we go. We get a for real side game.
All right.
All right. What do you throw in here if you're the Corp?
I don't know. I usually talk to my die, which is exactly what he's doing.
The die knows all.
But you know my MO. My MO is a little bit different than everybody else's.
Oh, that's 2 to 1. Oh, I thought he had it for a second there.
Okay. That's
no
close.
access, yeah.
Nope. No, my MO is roll the die. 1 is 1, 2 is 2, and everything else is 0. So it's more likely than not I get 0.
Okay, yeah.
But then I fake people into thinking that I'm going to get 0. And so they're going to do some other number of credits, and I might change it to some other number of credits. So it works out in my favor as the mind game thing, but it's, yeah. So, yep, he did get the Nisei.
He's got it, and he's got a Caprice res, so things just, hard mode just activated.
I just want to know what Mark III is going to be like.
Oh, God. It'll be a 5 for 3 that gets 2 counters or something?
Yeah, and it does something else ludicrous.
Yes.
Like your opponent goes to install something, they don't actually install it, it gets discarded or something. That's just broken. So good.
All right, so dirty laundering on the archives. And Ben is down at 7 credits, which takes some of the terrible, terrible ice off the board. So this could be a time to take a poke at R&D maybe, or just conserve cash, I don't know.
Yeah. Wall of Thrones. I mean, Thorns. I said Thrones. That should be a Game of Thrones card.
Yes, Wall of Thrones.
Wall of Thrones.
Does net damage somehow.
No, you know Wall of Thrones would be like a play a side game.
No, if they put side games into 2nd edition Game of Thrones, I'm quitting cards forever.
I would need to get you back.
Yes, no, that is not a true statement. I would not quit.
All right.
I love Netrunner and Game of Thrones too much.
All right. You could quit Game of Thrones, just don't quit all card games.
Yes.
Who knows what, like if Netrunner, let's say we stop playing Netrunner after a few years, right? You're going to end up playing some other card.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We know you. We know
you. We know ourselves. All right, so if he's got another agenda, this looks like the time to score it.
Yeah, well, I don't know, because...
Depending on what that front ace is, I suppose. Because then, I guess if he does go for the remote play, it opens up to an R&D hit.
Because Sean could just go run on Archives, and then run on that remote, And then he doesn't have to spend any money if he just clicks through it.
Right.
Which, you know, it could be a thing.
Yeah. So it looks like he's...
Does he even have any agendas in hand? I don't remember.
It looks like he may have just drawn an NAPD.
Okay.
Which is safer because he'll have to get through whatever this large server is and then steal the NAPD.
And play a side game.
And play a side game. And get a Nisei counter.
Yeah. Oh, installing naked. Oh, installing in the server.
Interesting. So do you think that's an agenda or is that another upgrade?
Well, I would say that if it was an NAPD and he played it in the server, that might be okay.
Yeah, because that's a very safe place for it to be.
But if he actually got one that didn't require playing, if it was just like a 3-2, I might have played it outside.
Oh, really? And just let it sit?
Yeah, because if the runner doesn't check it, like you obviously put the safe one, quote unquote, obviously,
right,
in the server, and then you can just score it naked without having any protection.
Right.
So just so long as you don't spend more than 5 credits, you're okay.
Yeah. And this very well could be an agenda down there too, because a lot of Replicating Perfection is playing either the genetic resequencing or a Chronos protocol or Chronos, protocol or something like that. No, Chronos Project.
Project, right. Yep.
So you kind of have to keep them honest and check it, but it just costs so much to get down there.
And also, as of right now, if Sean, say he runs an archives and then he runs on that remote, right? And if he uses any clicks, it might be his last run on the open one. If that open one happens to be a 3-2, then he can just end the run.
Right.
So that's not a big deal.
Yeah. Yep. So Dirty Laundry Archives, and does he go for the remote?
No, he does. Check
that.
Okay.
And it's Health Clinic.
All right. So
he trashed it at this point. At this point, it's getting close to I think he trashed it because Ben has gotten kind of down on money.
Yeah, you've got enough to get rid of it. So.
And so you got to just try to keep them down because a lot of their ice is pretty expensive. Besides the pups.
He did not do the crazy play that Nam would do.
That is
Jackson
down there. Okay.
He's probably drawing for agendas. I don't think he got one.
No, actually it does look like...
Oh, no, he does have one in hand. Yeah, okay.
Okay. But he's probably drawing for another Nisei Mark II. Or just more ice. Well, it looks like he has a fair bit of ice. Maybe looking for Econ as well.
You do want to know the one thing that I really liked about a regional? Everybody who came from far away, they obviously had some friends that had come as well. And I did not think at any point anybody was helping their friend collude in a game.
No.
Because while you're observing, you can just kind of walk around and see whichever way.
Right. No, there was no foul play. Nobody was being sketchy or anything like that.
I thought everybody was pretty respectable.
Yeah.
And,
so. Everybody was. We had 45 people come out. We got people from I know Pittsburgh, Boston. I think I played somebody from Rhode Island. There were some guys down from Toronto. So pretty good spread. Yeah, Ohio. Yeah, there was a big bunch from Cleveland.
Yep.
So thanks everybody for coming out.
Yeah, we had a great time. Thanks for coming.
All right, and so Jacksoning away some stuff. It's tough to tell if he kept the agendas in hand. And this gets into these tough spots against Replicating Perfection where you almost want to go run the remote when there's nothing in it just to get rid of Caprice.
Yeah, that's true.
Because when it comes time to go score an agenda, you just won't have time to trash Caprice and then get in again. So depending on how much it costs, it's tempting to do that. Okay, so here comes the R&D interface.
Right. Yeah, so he had just done Lucky Find for 8 credits because he had 2 face pads.
And it's Enigma.
Hey!
Never mind.
No more clicks for you, buddy. It's like the Soup Nazi, but for clicks.
Yes.
Click Nazi!
And Sean seeing what's in the bin here. Looks like he's played a lot of his econ operations, which is most
events.
of what...
They have events in runner side.
Yes, that is correct. And so that's most of what the econ is for Create Kate. So
yeah, but he has that same old thing, so he could do something.
Yeah, he can. I can't remember if he dumped his Levy already or Levy it back and start playing him again. Yeah, both Ben and Sean, very thoughtful players.
They're definitely taking their time because this is the top 8 cut,
Yes.
so
Yes.
they don't want to rush into making any mistakes.
Yes. These are both guys that have won their first round in the top 8, so this is the top of the winner's bracket right now. So. Perhaps considering whether to trash out Jackson to go for something here, but Sean's on quite a bit of money, so
I think he needs to get more ice. Ben needs to get more ice to protect whatever that server is.
Yeah, and it looks like he's got quite a fair bit in hand, but he is getting down to the point where he doesn't have that gigantic pile of money that he did at the beginning of the game, and so resing up toll booths and Susans and that kind of is going to be a pretty big drain on him.
Did he just trash an agenda?
I
can't tell.
Can't tell from this angle.
All right.
Tried to get a bit of a wider angle to seize people's hands, but...
to be fair, compared to your other videos, we can see everything now.
Yes.
So that's good.
Yes. Camera and tripod upgrade.
Level up. Oh man, sure gamble for 7. That's pretty good. Sorry, for 6. I lied.
Feels so good, man.
Yeah.
That's like when I play a different faction and I play a sure gamble for 4. I feel like a chump.
It's not so good, man.
And running R&D with the SMC up. Oh my! Totally.
So he really wants a code gate breaker, but it's going to be super expensive.
It is going to be expensive, but you'll want it up. Or does he go for a Fem here and then get a code gate breaker later? I guess it doesn't help him now to get the Fem.
Well, if he does, he's going to have to pay the 3 anyway. So if he just gets the Fem but targets that magical face down card in front of that remote.
Okay, so he goes for the Fem. I guess, though, he is still approaching the ice. So with Fem, he'll just pay 1 to bypass it instead of 3. And then he'll just jack out. So it saves him $2 now and helps him in the long run.
Yeah, versus
getting like Gordian Blade or whatever he's running and spending all of his money to get in.
Right. He does target toll booth. All right.
So he bypasses toll booth.
1 to bypass.
And then jacks out. So he wanted to play Fem eventually, so saves him a little money right now.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a weird gamble here because he could have just paid the 3 and just hit it.
Right. And
but then set up for that remote because I don't think Ben's making another remote.
Right.
So he's basically committed to that remote.
Right. And he spent down quite a bit to play the toll booth. So yeah, another play could have been just bounce off it and then go trash his 2 health clinics.
Right. That might have been good too. So I mean, there's a lot of options here.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many moving parts when you're playing against a deck like this that it's tough to say.
Now, to be fair, Tim, I know that you and we're doing commentary and we're doing a bunch of videos, but do we really have any right to commentating about players that are better than us? Clearly, neither one of us made it to the top 8.
No.
And these guys did. So maybe what they're doing is actually the correct play based on what they have in their deck.
Yes.
And we just don't know anything.
Yes. If they're doing something we don't recommend, it's probably the right play.
Yeah, so I don't know, but if I was Sean, I might have considered. Maybe he did consider putting it on that other ice, but
okay. Okay, so looking at making. Oh, and I do see a Chronos project in his hand, which now would be a phenomenal time to play.
Oh my god!
Because Sean is very close to the end of his deck and has not levied yet.
Right, because then he would have nothing.
Yes, this could be a potential nail in the coffin here. And it looks like he's going for it.
And he's throwing something down in front of Archives, possibly to deter getting that free run.
Yep. It's probably Crick.
Why is he shuffling R&D?
He had used Jackson
before
this turn.
Oh, yeah. He just saved the shuffle for later.
Right. Okay.
How considerate of him.
Yeah, what a nice fellow. Test runs the Gordian Blade.
Looky here.
Okay, are we looking for an R&D attack here, it looks like.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but when I see something on Caprice, I really feel like I need to attack that.
Yes. And he's not on a gigantic stack of money, so You could potentially go for it.
Yeah. Although I guess breaking through R&D is relatively cheap right now for him. So.
Okay, and he's
So Maker's
Eye plus the R&D interface.
So 1 to bypass, and then it's just 2 to break.
Yep.
So yeah, he gets
4 cards. Eli interns does get a
Nisei.
Nisei. And trashes a Caprice. Not bad. I'll take that.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Watch him credit and levy like right now.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be a phenomenal play, but it does not look like that's going to occur.
No, probably not.
Okay, so if this is the Kronos project, then things are about to get very hard for Sean.
Yep. Drawing his card. His mandatory card. So now as a corp, I haven't really played with Kronos Project, but I know what it does. So when you score it as the corp, you get rid of the entire runner's heap. Like you remove it from game.
Yep.
All right. Now that he's advancing like that, I don't think that's a Kronos Project. Oh no, it is.
Is it? It is.
It is.
That is hard times for Sean.
So do you just run a one of? Do you run?
Yeah. So I think most of the time what people end up doing is switch one of the NAPDs to a Kronos project.
Okay.
Or one of the, usually that's
because so you use it to even out like one set of your three pointers.
Yeah, exactly. If you just score, it gives you the chance of just scoring 2 pointers and then that instead of having to score a future perfect in addition to a bunch of 2 pointers potentially.
Yeah.
And it's just so devastating against Kate and Max.
Against a lot of decks.
Yeah.
I don't even just think it's exclusive to them. It's pretty much devastating to Shapers and Anarchs.
Yes, in general, yeah.
So, Criminals probably a little bit, but not that much.
Right.
Relatively.
Okay, so Sean is very close to the end of his deck. He's played pretty much all of his econ events.
Yeah, dude, those have been removed.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Hopefully they'll notice this.
Maybe he's going to make a new pile.
Yeah. Okay. No, Ben is looking like he's in a pretty good position right now. He's up to 3 points. He's got some of his big ice up. Going over top.
Ooh, really protecting R&D now.
Yeah, because it's looking like for Sean, since his econ has been hit so hard that the avenue is going to be just pound on R&D and hope for the best with whatever money you have left.
I mean, now that I think about it, okay, so you
they do remember, yeah.
Now that it only costs 1 to get through Toll Booth, I mean, that's just so good.
Yeah. No, I think that was the right play in the long run.
Well, knowing that you had Maker's Eyes in hand too, that totally changes everything. So.
Okay, so that's Eli.
Yeah.
So I think at this point you probably just start clicking through Eli.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 credits to get through the whole thing straight up.
Ooh, and he accidentally spends the lose a click, which would have given him. Oh, that's too bad. He broke both subroutines on Enigma, which left him unable to score the NAPD. That's unfortunate.
Oh, was his last click too?
It was his last click. So
he should have just saved the 1.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. Misplay.
Yeah, we all make mistakes.
Yep.
Especially, when it's been a long day.
I don't think it's super debilitating. It's still 2 to 3, so it's not...
Yeah, he's still close. And R&D is still just, if you do it if you run click 2, you click through Eli and spend 2 credits, and you get 2 cards on R&D. So it's still very much doable, even though he's taken a pretty significant hit. It's still in reach for Sean, I would say.
Yeah, minimally, you could just get through with 2 clicks if you're running your second click. So your first click, do something.
Yes.
Second click, run, just break with clicks through Eli. And it's 2 credits for the rest.
Right.
So really cheap now.
All right, trying out. Well, Clot probably isn't going to do a whole lot here.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much advancement, so...
There's a scavenge, but there is nothing to scavenge around at this point, unless he wants to move Fem, but I think Fem is exactly where it wants to be. Okay, and we just heard they've got 6 minutes left in the round here.
No, there's top 8. There's no time.
No, there is still a time limit.
Oh, there is still time?
Yeah, the finals there's no time limit, but here there's a limit.
Okay.
Otherwise, RP games would go 2 hours.
All right.
Okay, so going for it. And it's looking like that's a server Sean just can't get into at this point.
Right.
Drawing the last card of the deck. It is a sure gamble.
He should play it.
Yeah, do you just go for R&D at this point?
Yeah, I mean, first click I would do it, and then R&D. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't R&D now with only 2 clicks, because...
Right. Because spending that much money to get 3 Eli
is
at this point in the
pointless.
game would be pretty tough.
If he had E3 feedback.
Yes.
I don't think it's in the deck. Or in his hand.
I don't think so.
No.
I think that's fair.
It's either that or maybe go after the economy, but...
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know what it is on Archives, but it can't be that bad. He has all the breakers.
I almost guarantee it's Crick, which costs 5 to break, so it is pretty rough.
Okay.
Or you just... Okay, spending 3 Eli to see 2 cards.
Oh! This has become interesting.
Okay.
4-3.
So we know that's not an Issei down in the remote, at the very least, so it's not so bad.
Right. Corp looks like they do have a few cards left, so they're not really in danger of drawing anything to death, so it's okay. They got some time.
Yeah.
6 minutes or 5, or maybe less now.
Right. Yeah, they're getting close, so the onus is on Sean here, because if Ben just scores this agenda, and then they just kind of play the game out, he'll win on time.
Yeah, but if that's not an agenda.
If that was a trap the whole time.
If it was a trap the whole time, but then it won't get him closer as far as points are concerned.
Right.
So he would need to be playing faster.
Yes.
So that's got to be an agenda, because that's why he's, I think. I don't want to accuse anybody of slow playing here, but...
Okay, so he's going to defend R&D first, and then he'll score the agenda next turn. So he's confident that the remote is safe.
That 11 credits can save whatever, yeah.
And, okay, throws another advancement on there.
Oh, okay. So maybe it's a 3-pointer. Or trap.
Yeah. Still holding out for trap.
Now loves traps. There I go, speaking in the third person again.
All right,
Maker's Eye. This could be it. Wondering what that is.
If that's a big sentry, this is bad news. It's Lotus Field.
Okay.
It's still so it's 3 credits.
It's it's 3 credits. So
3 credits. Click 3 Eli. Credit for Toll Booth.
3 click credit. So it's not too bad. It's 5 credits and 2 clicks for a bunch of cards. For 3 cards. 4 cards? Yeah, it's 1 R&D.
I think you should probably keep the credit there so you can play a side game. Lose the click and have a chance at a future perfect.
I agree. You need to lose a click here. Oh, well, whatever.
Yeah, well. And it's that's a heartbreaker.
Okay, so it's it's 50-50.
Well,
no, he could just pay 2.
Ben just pays 2.
That's right. He's going to pay 0.
He should pay
Sean's
0.
Gonna pay 0. Yep.
And then...
So can't steal it. Yeah.
Oh, and it's another one. Oh, no. Oh, man.
Paying 2 to keep...
Yeah. Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah. All right. Oh, wait. Did Ben just pay 1 there?
No, I think he paid 2
paid
again.
2 just to guarantee.
Yeah. He's down to 5.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think you would leave anything to chance.
No, you take the sure thing here, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so brutal.
It's so tough now.
Yeah, right, now, because now you just have to click for credits. He's, I think, completely out of econ.
Yeah, I think I agree. He should have kept the credits, so at least he could have had
at least have a shot at
game.
it. Because that's, at this point, I think your only way to win the game.
Yeah, because all the Niseis are out, so I mean, there's got to be a few other things, but
yeah, there's
we haven't seen them, and there's 2 side games on the top.
Right, exactly.
So that's a problem.
Yeah, and
statistically, if he goes side game again.
Okay, so
he's getting the NAPD.
So sitting on 5, and we know that
5 to 4,
and we know 2 future perfects are coming.
Yep. All right, so what he needs to do is get a credit inside job on the second one, using the
Click
prepaid,
through.
click, 2 credits, and then he'll still have 2 credits to play a real side game.
A real side game for the win.
Correct.
Yeah, I think you kind of just have to take credits here.
Or if you have anything in your heap that's an account siphon, which, to be honest, it was all removed up until like recently, so
right.
there's really nothing. I don't know what Sean can do here. Is he doing Lucky Find for the first 2? Or first
Lucky's
3?
Trying to sure gamble, so
okay.
Take a credit and then...
Oh yeah, credit and then sure gamble.
Same old thing for the sure gamble.
Yep.
And then next turn, go for it, I guess.
He can go for it this turn. He's got a click left.
Oh, does he have enough money to actually break the Eli?
Oh, right, he doesn't have clicks. No, yeah.
Oh, they've gone to time. Okay. That's why he was
right.
for that. Okay, so Ben gets the timed win, 5-4. He likely would have had the full win either way, so
yeah,
nothing lost there. Okay,
that's
so
a little disheartening for Sean there, but
that's rough. But as soon as the Kronos project came out, things were pretty tough.
Yeah, the Kronos project was a very pivotal play that game.
Yeah, that was big. All right, so the win goes to Ben. He stays undefeated so far in the top 8 and moves along the winners bracket. Sean heads on down to the losers bracket and keeps on trucking. So we've got quite a few more games coming in this, so we'll hopefully get those up soon there for you. And thanks for watching.
See ya.